Nobody got fired for being slow. They got fired for trusting AI blindly. There's a piece of research right now that splits every job into 2 tracks. One track, AI takes the routine work off your desk and you move into judgment and oversight. The other, AI takes the actual expertise and your job gets hollowed out into you just watching a screen. You have the same title, same degree, completely different future, eroded. And it's not decided by luck. It's decided by one thing, and I'm going to show you exactly what that is. Quit now, learn fast, or get fired later. Here is what that split actually looks like inside a real company. A major telecom firm layered AI over the top of its existing customer service workflow. And they got a 5% productivity gain, barely worth doing. Then they rebuilt the job itself, retrained the same people to check the AI's work, catch its mistakes, and handle the cases that it could not. Productivity jumped to 30%. Same staff, same AI. The only thing that changed was whether the humans were executing or verifying. Verizon found something almost identical. AI running customer support alone hit 60% satisfaction. Not bad, right? The moment a human was added back in to catch the cases that were difficult for the AI, satisfaction jumped to 88%. That 28-point gap is not a rounding error. That gap is somebody's job security. So here is the actual mechanism. AI is extremely good at codifiable execution. The parts of the job that follow a pattern and are cheap to check. It is still weak at contextual judgment. The parts that need somebody to carry the risk, absorb the liability, or make a call in a situation nobody wrote a rule for. The tool that can draft the insurance policy in 3 seconds, it cannot stand in a courtroom and take responsibility for where coverage fails. That's not a skills gap that AI is closing anytime soon. That's a structural wall. Here is the part that nobody actually says out loud. A lot of roles that reward this kind of detail, pattern spotting, deep focus, compliance tracking, cybersecurity monitoring, have always been strength lanes for neurodivergent professionals. That execution pattern level work is precisely what AI eats first. Cybersecurity research shows AI-enhanced platforms now cut threat detection time up to 73%. But security managers still do not hand off the whole job because 62% of them say that AI hallucinates, still throws false positives, still cannot be fully trusted alone. That gap is not a threat. That gap is the new job. The work moves from finding the pattern to auditing whether the machine found the right one. Same brain, higher up the chain of command. If you're young and you're trying to get your foot in the door right now, here's the honest picture. Early career employment in exposed sectors is down 16% since late 2022. But the entry-level roles that are actually growing up 35% are the ones where the job title says junior and the real expectation is senior level judgment from day one. So forget get a degree as the whole strategy. Get fluent in checking AI's work and owning the outcome, because that is what the surviving junior roles are actually asking for. And If you are further into your career and wondering what protects you, the research splits the entire global job market on this exact questions. Roles where AI takes the routine work and you move into oversight are growing twice as fast, and they're paying a 42% wage premium since 2021. Roles where AI takes the expertise itself are flat or shrinking in real terms, no matter how busy they look. You're not competing on speed. You never were. You are choosing right now which side of the split you sit on. Everyone assumes the story ends with mass unemployment. It doesn't. Companies leaning the hardest into AI right now are not the ones cutting the most jobs. The top performers are seeing productivity gains over 160%. And instead of shrinking their teams, they are doubling headcount growth compared to competitors sitting on their hats. Independent research finding the same thing. Firms adopting AI intensively hire more people, not fewer, because they use the extra output to grow instead of just cutting costs. None of this starts with a course or a certificate. It starts with actually understanding what you are naturally strong at, because that's the only thing that tells you whether you should be pushing towards oversight or getting stuck in execution. Tomorrow, day 31, I'm showing you how to turn that self-knowledge into something visible. Proof an employer or a client can actually see, not just a claim you make in an interview. And I'll be honest with you, I used to be genuinely worried about this. Watching AI get better every single month. And I was wondering, which side of that split was I on? That is exactly why Stephen J. Manning and I created and launched Monday Influencer. Real education from real experts, so you can stay on the right side of this shift instead of guessing. If that sounds like you can subscribe at mondayinfluencer.com. I'm doing a video every single day for 183 days to build 100,000 followers and to keep you informed. Follow for the journey.